welcome inside the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center. Time for our weekly chat with our head volleyball coach, Ashley Hardee, here on UND Insider Weekly Extra. Coach, we're here again after a couple of nice road wins for you guys. First, talk about the Idaho State win, one that was kind of crazy, another 5-set win for you guys.
Yeah, it was a thrilling game. It was very entertaining. I think as we talked about a little bit, the match, when it's anytime you win on the road in this league, none of the games are easy to win. Yeah. I mean, all the teams are good. Even Weber State, who struggled a little bit, have some really young athletic players. But getting the win at Idaho State was big. We dropped the first game, even though we were leading for a good portion of it, and late in it, I think we had an opportunity to win, but they made a run and won the first set. We win the second, and then we win the fourth, and coming from behind as well there to force a fifth game. And I love how we came out in the fifth game. I mean, it was fantastic. We came out right from the beginning of that and put on a good run on those guys. And when we switched sides in the fifth game, I think we were up 8-3 or something along those lines, and then finished it off with a good 6-point win. So I love the statement that we made in the fifth game there.
Last year we talked a lot about missed opportunities in those 5-set games, and this year you guys are turning the table on that. You've won 4 straight now when it's gone to 5 sets.
Yeah, we have, and and getting those 5 gamers are important. I think 3 of those 4 were in conference play this year that we've won, and that's real critical. And 2 of those have been on the road, Northern Colorado and Idaho State now, and then of course Portland State game here at home, and just the confidence and to know that if we do get into kind of a thriller kind of game that we can pull it out at the end.
Coach, talk about the freshman Anna Pioske. She stepped in well with Lexi not being able to play last week. Big Sky Conference Player of the Week, and you set her up quite a bit, and she produced 44 kills last week.
Yeah, she sure did, and she was fantastic down the stretch. I think some of the numbers that I saw were Idaho State game in Game 5, she had 6 kills on like 8 swings and no errors, and then Game 4, closing out Weber State, she had 7 kills in a set. And getting 6 kills in a 5-game set, we only played at 15, getting 6 kills in a normal game is nice, and to do that, to close the game out, and then to finish off Weber State at the same time and help us get some of those road wins is great. And it takes a lot of pressure off and away of Lisa and Ronnie, and the things that they do, because everybody knows that we're going to set them a certain number of times. So to have somebody else step up is huge. We've also had some good contribution from Emily Thompson, and she had some really timely kills in the Idaho State match, and so all these things starting to come together as we continue to improve is good timing for us.
Coach, take a peek at the standings. There you are at the top, 13-1. Portland 2 games behind you, 11-3. But you kind of look at this week and kind of how critical these matches are, because these 2 teams are both fighting for the bottom spot. They're fighting for that 6th seed.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. That's actually what we talked about in the locker room after the Weber State game, since the weekend was kind of over at that point. But we were still there in the gym, in the locker room, and we talked about understanding who we are, how teams are going to play and attack us, and what these other teams have to play for now at this point in the season. Either some teams are going to be playing for seeding somewhere along the way. Certainly we still are, but at the same time, some teams are trying to get into the conference tournament and don't want their seasons to end. And then you have seniors and things like that are playing some of their last games as we're approaching that time. So it's definitely something we've talked about.
Northern Colorado Friday, that's kind of been a fun little series here over the past 2 years, with 2 5-setters last year and then a crazy one earlier this year. What do you expect from them? Yeah,
well, we know they're going to play well. They're very well coached and have some fine athletes. They have 2 of the best middles in the conference. They're very similar style to us. Both their middles are leading, I think our 4 middles combined are top 4 in hitting percentage in the conference, and maybe with one of the kids from Northern Arizona as well. But so we know they're going to come in here and play hard, and they're going to have some difficult things that we're going to have to deal with. But I like the fact that we're home this weekend. I really do.
Absolutely. 4 of your last 6 at home. That's got to feel good coming into the stretch drive.
Yeah, anytime you look at the schedule like that, and you go back all the way to the beginning of the season, and you look when you get the schedule, and you see you have kind of a favorable run like that to end the season is great. Our last weekend is at home, Northern Arizona or Southern Utah, and we're not looking that far ahead, but playing the home games and staying at home and being able just to not be on the road and go through the grind of anything, canceled flights or anything that you have to worry about. And we've had a couple this year, and it's nice being at home.
Coach, good luck. Go get them this weekend.
Thanks.
Friday against Northern Colorado, and Saturday against Sacramento State right here at the Betty, 7 p.m. both nights.